everybody, welcome back to Life and Other Tuck Skills. This week, since we are in the inverted commas depths of autumn, not that it in any way feels like it, I am kicking off some autumnal projects. I still don't have enough seasonal decorations for autumn as far as I'm concerned, and as much as I want to go and just wander around shops and buy all the things, no, Rosie, no. I don't need to buy more stuff. What I need to do is use some of the awesome fabric I have at home and make some awesome things. So I've never been a massive fan of actual pumpkins because I don't know, like we never really did like pumpkin carving at home or anything like that. And it feels like a lot of effort just to have an awesome decoration that then goes mouldy quite quickly. So I wanted to make myself some little fabric pumpkins, but being me, I'm going to do it in a slightly different way to what you might expect. So I have several wadges of different kinds of fabric or different patterns and colours. Oops. Like so. And my plan is to make several pumpkins, some just to display on their own and some for another project which you may well see coming in a few weeks' time. So theoretically what I'm about to do is quite straightforward. I'm basically going to cut equal strips of each of my fabrics and sew them all together to create one base sheet of fabric. Then we're going to iron that, gather it at both ends, stuff it, make a little stalk, outline the segments, and Bob's your uncle, you have a pumpkin. So first up then is sewing all the bits and bobs together. So I'm aiming for my overall piece to be 18 by 36 centimetres, which means I want each segment to be about 6 centimetres. But because I'm sewing them together, I'm going to give myself 0.5 centimetres seam allowance on either side. So I'm going to cut out 6 strips, 18 by 7, and then sew them all together. I'm not very good with all these calculations, so hopefully I can at least manage to cut in a vaguely straight line. Okay, so we are all sewed into a little chub and it looks like that on the outside, yay! So we are inside out, and what I'm now going to do is, if I've got it the right way up, yes I have, is sew up the bottom, and I debated about this. You can do this on the sewing machine, but I actually find it easier to hand sew this sort of thing. I have tried it on the sewing machine before. Effectively, you sort of want a running stitch that you can then pull tight, and then you sew up the bottom, which I'll show you in a minute. But yeah, I find it a bit too tight for pulling on the sewing machine, even if I do really long stitches. So I would rather hand sew that, because you're going to end up hand sewing the final bits and pieces anyway. So we'll do that on both the bottom and the top. I'm just trying to debate whether I do the initial sewing for the top now before I stuff it, or afterwards. I might do it before, that way I can be tugging as I'm filling and just kind of checking that I've got enough in there and not too much. I am queen of overstuffing things, so yeah. Next up then, hand sewing. Okay, so what I've done is just running stitched all the way round, and then I've got they've naturally gotten all twisted up, both a long tail, which I don't know how well you can see that, and then the threaded end of the needle. And then what we're going to do is yank it tight so it comes into a little scooch. And oh, I've twisted them up again, god damn it. This is where you need 7 pairs of hands. Right, here we go. So I'm going to pull it tight and then just do a little knot. Oh, do a little knot just to secure this first round of stitching. Fiddly fiddly. Okay, so that's that bit done. And then just to make it super secure, we're going to stitch in and around this whole section, just to keep it in a little scooch like this. Okay, so let's just check it looks all right from the other side before we go any further. Oh, lovely. Little pumpkin scooch bum. Fabulous. So now we get to stuff in. Okay, so now that it's all fat and squishy, we're going to try and along where the fabric strips are, just pull the thread round and make it even more pumpkin-y in shape. Wish me luck. So the needle and thread wasn't really working for me for doing the section, so I've decided to have a go with some natural twine instead. It's a bit stronger, and I may actually use it to create whatever the stalk top looks like. I haven't quite decided on that yet either. So anyway, here we go again. So hi, here's my face again. So I'm not sure how, I'm doing that thing of now just like extra fiddling. But yes, so what I ended up deciding to do was, yeah, weirdly popping a little pencil crayon in there and then winding the twine around it. Oh God. Around it, and then making some little curly bits to come out the top. The twine worked definitely really well with the sections, so yeah, I'm very happy with it. I think it's super cute. It's a little super cute pumpkin. And yeah, maybe for the next one I'll use a rolled up bit of paper to wrap the twine around or something like that. But yeah, I am super happy with this, and as I say, I'm going to then use this design to create some more of these so that I've got a few to scatter around the house, but also to create some smaller versions for another project that I'm going to hopefully share with you in a few weeks' time. So if you've enjoyed this one, please give me a like and feel free to leave me a comment. If you have any questions, please do leave those below as well. Otherwise, thanks for watching and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye!